Huh?
It's high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Join us all winter long as we feature live San Juan and Monticello basketball. Now, without further delay, we send you courtside for tonight's action. Welcome to High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan Broncos visiting the Grand County Red Devils here tonight. This should be a heck of a matchup between a couple good teams. It is number 9, Grand County, versus number 12, San Juan. Grand County coming into this game with an 8-9 overall record. San Juan with a 7-10 record, but two teams right now kind of going in opposite directions. Grand County has won 6 of their last 7, and San Juan has won only 2 of their last 6. So the Broncos obviously have some work to do, coming off a disappointing loss to Duchesne this past weekend. San Juan had a good weekend. They got an upset win over North Summit, but lost to Duchesne in a game that they probably could have and should have won. But if you take a look at Grand County, some of these wins that they've strung together of late, one of those does include a fairly easy win over Duchesne, 76-55 on January 12th, and they lost to North Summit on that was last Friday, and then lost to North Summit last Saturday, 72-70. So they did the opposite of what San Juan did, and that loss to North Summit on Saturday is Grand County's only loss since before the Christmas break, or I guess it was right after the Christmas break. They played at North St. Pete on December 27th. So Grand County was the first team to get back to action after the Christmas break. And this is going to be a fun matchup here tonight when we look at these two teams. Obviously, San Juan has struggled at times this year, and we know they're going to have their hands full tonight with Grand County. They've got 3 players averaging double digits, and we talk about guys like Lane Berry, Wyatt Toney, and Jason McKinney. And so we know there's some weapons for this Grand County team. Berry is averaging over 17 points a game. Toney has over 14 a game, and Jason McKinney averaging almost 14 a game. So those 3 players alone are going to be a huge handful for San Juan. And then you've got Trace York, J.T. Dowd knocking on the door as well, rounding out the top 5. And so this is a team in Grand County that can get it done for sure. San Juan has Anthony Doan leading scoring for their team. He's averaging almost 12.5 points per game. R.J. Daly over 10 points per game. Those are the only 2 players in double-digit average. But Jake Ivins is knocking on the door. He's just under 10 a game. Jagger Neves has almost 7 a game, and Trip Palmer averaging just over 5.5 points per game. And again, this is going to be a fun matchup between a couple rivals here in not San Juan County rivals, but San Juan County, and then just to the north of us, of course, Grand County. And Grand is a team that is in our local listening area. So this is a matchup between local rivals tonight, and this should be a whole lot of fun. Grand County is coached by Ben Bird. He's in his first season and has led the team so far to an 8-9 record. This Grand County team has returned almost all of their players from last season. So they've got a whole lot of returning players on this squad, and it shows as far as experience goes. San Juan is going to have to get out of the gate quick on this team. And, of course, the Broncos are coached by Easton Nielsen, also in his first season at the helm. And I'm not sure if we are due for a national anthem here tonight. There have already been some other games, and the game just preceding ours, the JV team for San Juan beating Grand County. And so we will see what we do here pre-game. This is a great atmosphere here tonight. Those of us on the broadcasting crew had to park basically in downtown Moab tonight and walk in here. It is packed. It is packed out in the parking lot. It's packed in here in the gym, and this should be a lot of fun. And it does look like we're going to do the national anthem here tonight prior to the call of the starters. So we'll take a real quick break here on the radio and on the streaming video. We'll return for the call of the starters and the opening tip. Excuse me, it is the national anthem, actually. All right, well, that was quick enough. Never mind about the commercial break. We'll keep it right here, and we will get set for the call of the starters. That's the first time this season I've been anywhere where they've done the actual national or the Pledge of Allegiance instead of the national anthem. So that speeds things up quite a lot. And we are now set for the call of the starters. Of course, it's going to be the San Juan Broncos to start us off since they are the visiting squad wearing road blue tonight with the yellow numbers and white trim. Grand County wearing home white with the red numbers and black trim. And so the San Juan Broncos receiving a welcome message here from the Grand County folks, and not so much from the crowd, though. That's funny. Think there might be a rivalry between these two teams? I think so, and even more acute this season since they're in the same region. This is definitely going to be a fun matchup this year. For the San Juan Broncos, it's number 1, 6-foot senior guard, Brigham Nielsen. Number 3, 5'8", junior guard, Jake Ivins. Number 5, 6'2", senior forward, Keaton Ivins. Number 14, 6-foot senior guard, R.J. Daly. And finally tonight for the Broncos, their leading scorer, number 25, 6-foot senior guard and forward, Anthony Doan. They cut the lights in the gym, and the student section is going wild with their glow strips and everything. It's a great atmosphere in here as we get the call of the starters for Grand County, and it's going to be number 3, 5'11", junior guard, Tatum Biscoe. Number 20, 6-foot senior guard, Jason McKinney. Number 25, 5'11", senior guard, Wyatt Toney. Number 30, 6'1", junior guard, J.T. Dowd. And finally, the big man, the leading scorer, 6'5", senior center, wearing number 34, Lane Berry. Lights back on in the gym, getting set to go here tonight already. And again, second game of a doubleheader. The Monticello boys already victorious tonight over Monument Valley up in Monticello. And we get set now for the second boys game of our broadcast evening. If you're looking for the Monticello and Monument Valley girls, they're on StreamUtah.Live. We are live from Grand County High School with the San Juan boys getting set to tip it off against Grand County here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. It's in the air, and Grand County will have the first possession of the evening. And at midcourt, here is J.T. Dowd, quarterbacking the offense here. Hands over to the left side, Tatum Biscoe. Tried to come inside with a pass, but it's intercepted by San Juan, and Grand County commits the first turnover of the game. Now Keaton Ivins is bodied on the baseline, misses the fade, and it's pulled down by Grand County. And so the Red Devils with possession, still a scoreless game. And it is Jason McKinney with the basketball, lobbing it back out to the midcourt area to Wyatt Toney. Toney tried to drive around Brigham Nielsen. Hands off instead to Lane Berry. He drives inside, misses the first try. He's fouled on his putback effort, and he will go to the line and shoot a couple. So an offensive rebound, if you will, for Lane Berry, and then he draws the foul, the first of the night, and it is going to be on Keaton Ivins underneath the basket. So Lane Berry at the line will draw first blood as he rolls in the first of a couple shots. Second is on the way, and nothing but net. Make it 2-0 for Grand County. And we are not quite a minute into this one. Here's San Juan with their first real possession of the ball game in the offensive end. Here's Jake Ivins to the hole, off the glass with the runner, and good. San Juan answers immediately, and now Grand County back the other way. Lane Berry bounces it inside. Wyatt Toney is open. He's fouled as he goes up for the shot by Brigham Nielsen, and he'll go to the line. So back-to-back fouls on San Juan, none yet for Grand County, and it'll be the second shooting attempt here, second trip to the line, I should say, for the Red Devils. And Wyatt Toney at the line, looking for his first points of the night, and makes no mistake, no surprise there. The second leading scorer for this team is on the board, and Grand County regains the lead 3-2. Toney's second shot right through as well. Make it a 2-point game again, 4-2 for Grand County. San Juan on the run. Jake Ivins inside the arc, hands off to Anthony Doan. Good quick movement here by San Juan. Left wing now driving inside Dally, hands off to Nielsen. He's fouled on the floor as he tries to go around the defense of JT Dowd. So Dowd is going to register his first foul of the night. And that is Grand County's first. The Broncos will reset on the offensive baseline. Anthony Doan looking for options. Finally just lobs it into the air. Brigham Nielsen goes up to get it. R.J. Dally, three on the way, no good. And on the rebound, a whistle. And this will be a foul on Grand County, I believe. And it'll be the first on Wyatt Toney. And we'll see if that comes into play down the stretch. Keaton Ivins was going up for a putback. So the Broncos had gotten their own rebound. And Ivins' first shot from the line is right through. It's a 1-point game again, 4-3. Second shot forthcoming from Keaton Ivins, and that one goes down as well. So Ivins has two. The Broncos and Red Devils both with 4 points. Here's Lane Berry spinning away from Keaton Ivins. Can't make the fade, but Grand County gets their own rebound. And they'll set it up again, and now a whistle on the floor as the fouls start to really add up here on these two teams. This will already be the 5th of the quarter, and Jake Ivins is first on the floor, so no shooting here, but already 2 more fouls, and Grand County will be in the shooting bonus. Here's a nice inbound play. The shot no good from JT Dowd, though, and rebounded by San Juan. The Broncos on the run. Brigham Nielsen gets to the bucket, but can't make the shot over a defender, and Grand County gets the rebound. Walking it up is Tatum Bisco. Now he'll back it up toward the line as he tries to quarterback a play. He's waiting for Lane Berry to slowly make his way across the lane to the left side. And now some physical action underneath the basket, and finally a little stutter step, getting it underneath for the shot. No good from JT Dowd. It's rebounded by San Juan, and a foul on the rebound. And that'll be on JT Dowd, his second. And I may have missed, no, I did not miss a foul. I got Jake Ivins's. That's the second on JT Dowd for Grand. And these teams already, it almost feels like they're on the football field with each other out here. And this, of course, is a game that many of these players played against each other on the football field, so Grand County definitely looking for some revenge from this past fall. Now there's a shot on the way from R.J. Dally for three, no good. Rebounded by Grand County. They're on the run, and out ahead of everybody, Wyatt Toney gets to the bucket and finishes from the right side. It's 6-4 Grand. Anthony Doan into the paint, dishes back out to Jake Ivins. It bounced off his knee, but to Brigham Nielsen. Now they'll go around the perimeter. Eventually it comes to Anthony Doan straight away. Doan on the dribble is fouled as he goes through, and this is going to be to Trace York, his first. He's just off the bench for Grand County. 5:14 to go in the opening quarter. The Red Devils are the first team to 4 fouls here. So now it's the Broncos who are close to the shooting bonus. What a play by Anthony Doan. He needed to get out in front of the bucket there. He backed his way out from under the rim to get a good look and scored it for San Juan. Now Lane Berry with a three, no good. Rebounded by San Juan, and the Broncos now have a chance to take their first lead of the game. Into the corner, Keaton Ivins, baseline drive, gets behind the D and gets the roll. And the Broncos up 8-6. Lane Berry will walk it across for Grand County. We're not quite halfway through the opening quarter. Berry swings it through the air up above Keaton Ivins. And now they'll come inside, backing his way to the bucket. Having the shot stripped away was Trace York, but it was a foul on San Juan, and York will go to the line. And that is going to be on R.J. Dally, his first, and now both teams with 4 fouls in the first quarter. So a third different player to the line for Grand County, Trace York, making the first of 2. So far they are 100% from the line, and that makes it an 8-7 game. San Juan was enjoying their first lead of the game for a moment, but it evaporates here as York makes both the shots from the line. Now coming back the other way, the Broncos turn it over as they tried to throw it up underneath, but Trace York was there to intercept, and now he throws it back up through the bucket. And I guess I've always wondered, is that -2 points when you throw it from underneath the bucket back up through? I think it's got to be -2 there. So that's the second foul on Jake Ivins. And York will go to the line for back-to-back tries here. After the interception, he is unable to score on the front end here, so he will not serve any damage up to San Juan as of yet. And it remains 8-all with 4:20 to go in the opening quarter. It's already been a fun one, and we expect this throughout as York misses both foul shots, but underneath Lane Berry with the rebound, but they call him for the travel. That's a break for San Juan, as that would have been an easy layup for Lane Berry. I mean, he's huge, 6'5", and so if he gets the ball underneath, there's really no one who's going to be able to stop him without fouling him. Anthony Doan now walks it back across for San Juan. So the Broncos, that's a turnover on Grand County, by the way, so that's their second of the game. And here is Weston Jones for the Broncos, driving, kicking. Now Keaton Ivins steps inside the arc and hits a 17-footer. And the Broncos regain the lead 10-8. 3:50 to go in the opening quarter. These two teams going back and forth as expected here tonight in Moab. And now Weston Jones goes over the back to try to knock that away from Wyatt Toney, and it will result in his first foul of the evening. And so that puts Grand County in the bonus. And Wyatt Toney will go to the line. 10-8 for San Juan as we speak. 3:44 to go in the opening quarter. So we're only just halfway through the first quarter, and it hasn't been very swiftly paced so far. Toney makes the first of 2 shots here, and he'll have an additional opportunity in a moment as Justice Black checks into the game for the first time tonight for the Broncos. Toney's second shot rims in. So he has 6, and the Red Devils have 10, as do San Juan. Now Anthony Doan with it for the Broncos. Tries to hand that off to Weston Jones. He had to retreat as he lost it momentarily. Now forces a pass inside. It's turned over and then back to San Juan as well. So both teams turnovers there. Now the Broncos have a fresh 35, and here's Weston Jones out of the right corner, draining the 3, and the Broncos have their largest lead of the night, 13-10. And now underneath, Grand County gets a good pass in there to Tatum Biscoe. He missed the first shot, but pulled down his own rebound. Now a 3 on the way off the mark from McKinney, rebounded by San Juan this time. And the Broncos on the run. Jagger Neves into the game for the first time this evening. Hands off to R.J. Dally. Now Doan has it left wing. Drives inside the arc, dishes to the corner. Weston Jones spins inside, kicks back out. Anthony Doan steps back for the jumper on the baseline, no good. And pulled down by Grand County. And the Red Devils run it up. Here's Wyatt Toney on the wing, stepping back. Now he'll shoot up a college 3, and that one rims off. So we received word that Toney hit a humongous, nearly half-court 3 the other night against Monticello. And we're going to get a foul on Toney here, his second during play after that missed shot, apparently. So the Broncos had gotten the rebound, and now this will put San Juan to the line. Jagger Neves is going to make the trip for San Juan. And I notice all the students in the student section break out the school newspaper to read as he's shooting, and it works as he misses the first. It remains 13-10 for San Juan. 2:27 to go in the opening quarter, and Jagger Neves will try to make this a 2-bucket game here. His second shot is on the way, and nothing but net. So he is on the board, and San Juan's lead is now 14-10. As Jason McKinney will walk it up for the Red Devils. Hands off on the left wing to Wyatt Toney. Toney goes cross court. It's intercepted, and then Anthony Doan was nearly tackled. No foul on the play, and Grand County steals it back. And now Wyatt Toney goes cross court. Touch pass up to the top of the key. Now Toney gets it again. And now they do turn it over. And the Broncos on the run. Jagger Neves will finish from the right side. So that time the Broncos spring free. And Jagger Neves makes no mistake. San Juan's up by 6. And here is Jason McKinney again, handing off to Lane Berry. They're out on the perimeter. McKinney goes cross court with a weak pass, but it does make it across over there to Carroll. And now Jackson Carroll looking for options, and Grand County not really getting open. And Coach Bird is going to call a timeout to talk it over. This comes with 94 seconds to go in the first quarter, and it's just a half-minute timeout, so we'll keep it right here. And as it stands, the Broncos on top 16-10 in this one early on. And so it'll be Grand County basketball coming out of their timeout. And if you're just joining us, the Monticello boys already victorious tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. And a pretty sizable victory, 57-27. There in Monticello tonight, and now the Monument Valley girls are going to try to return the favor to the Lady Buckaroos, and that's on StreamUtah.Live this evening. And on paper, they'll be able to. They are the #1 team in the state of Utah in 1A basketball, and they're 12-1 on the year. So it would obviously be a huge upset for the Monticello girls tonight on their home floor. Meanwhile, here in Grand County, in Moab, I should say, at Grand County High School, the Broncos of San Juan and the Red Devils of Grand County involved in a major battle here. And now a shot to beat the buzzer there from Lane Berry won't fall, and the Broncos will pull it down. So out of the timeout, Grand County unable to score. San Juan trying to add to their lead, but Justice Black misses the 12-footer. And this one's pulled down by Grand. So the Red Devils have a fresh 35, and they've got it in the offensive end. McKinney, now they'll go down low. Lane Berry runs over Justice Black, and it's an obvious charge. That'll be the first against Berry, and the Broncos get the ball back. With 59.5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter and a 16-10 lead for San Juan. So the Broncos will work it in from the backcourt. And no press from Grand County. This has been an outstanding first quarter so far. Very physical between these two local rivals. And you almost get the sense that Grand County has a score to settle, after getting beaten so bad on the football field this year by by San Juan. But now San Juan will add to the lead as they find Jagger Neves on a nice little play. And he hits the runner. Now Wyatt Toney thought about the long three, but hands back to Jason McKinney. Now McKinney gets a return pass. At the free throw line, it's York. Driving to the right side, high off the glass. He does get the roll, and that is the first bucket for Grand County in some time. The junior guard hits it there to give himself 4 points, and it's now an 18-12 lead for San Juan. We're into the final 10 seconds of the opening quarter here tonight in Moab. Anthony Doan on the run. He's nearly tackled, dishes out, right corner three, no good from Justice Black, and the quarter will come to an end. It was a defensive rebound for Grand County, the final play. And after 8 minutes, it's San Juan 18 on the road. Grand County here at home down by 6 points. As they've got 12, we'll take a quick break and return to Grand County High School for the second quarter. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Blue Mountain Hospital is offering in-hospital and at-home dialysis, advanced sleep study clinics, pain management, hip and joint replacements, and cutting-edge radiology, including 3D mammograms. We're thrilled to welcome Cade Lyman, Dane Lyman, and Brian Kirk, joining our unparalleled team of healthcare professionals. Blue Mountain Hospital has been setting the standard for rural hospitals since 2009.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Back live to Grand County High School as we begin the second quarter here tonight. It's an 18-12 lead for the visiting San Juan Broncos. And they have the basketball, or they had the basketball. And Jake Ivins is fouled at midcourt. This is going to be the third on Wyatt Toney, and that is huge. Wyatt Toney made a mistake at midcourt there and really nearly tackled Jake Ivins going for what he thought was going to be a loose ball. And that is trouble for the Red Devils as their second leading scorer and the leading scorer in this game for Grand County will have to come out. And we are just 9 seconds into the second quarter. And the Broncos with the basketball. And they will come inside to Jagger Neves. Out on the wing again for Keaton Ivins. You can see the Broncos playing with a lot of step here tonight. And now Jagger Neves in trouble in the corner. He's double teamed. Tosses it up high. It comes to Jake Ivins. He'll go into the corner. Trip Palmer in the game for the first time tonight. Misses the runner a little bit short. And it's pulled down by Lane Berry. And they run the floor underneath. The reverse layup is no good for Jason McKinney. And so Jason McKinney missing the shot the other way. Now Jake Ivins will score. And a foul unless they call the offensive charge. No, it's going to be a charge. So Jake Ivins guilty of his third foul as well. And he will come out as they call the offensive charge on Jake. But the Broncos did a good job to get that back after Grand was unable to score on their end. And now the Red Devils will have possession again. And they're going to get it across finally. And it's Jackson Carroll controlling. Hands off to Lane Berry. He beats Keaton Ivins to the bucket with some hard running there, and he lays it up and in from the left side. Boy, that Lane Berry is a tough target to stop. He is huge, and if you're moving with him, he's going to beat you to the basket, it looks like. Here's Trip Palmer dumping it out high for Jagger Neves, who saves it out at midcourt. Now they find Trip Palmer again on the baseline, and he banks it in from the left side. And the Broncos sophomore has his first points of the night. The lead's back to 6 for San Juan, 20-14. We are just over 90 seconds into the second quarter. Here's Lane Berry spinning away from the defense of Weston Jones to score off the glass. And Berry now has 6 as he has to really start picking up for Wyatt Toney. Now the Broncos turn it over at midcourt. Anthony Doan comes back in time to block a Tatum Bisco shot, but they call him for the foul. And that'll be Doan's first of the night. Tatum Bisco will go to the line to shoot a couple. And so it's a 20-16 lead as we speak. 6:08 to go in the first half, but Tatum Bisco will score his first point of the night right here, make it 20-17. It's been a great game so far, just as we expected. These two teams keeping it close to each other, and now Bisco misses the second foul shot. The Broncos get the rebound. And as Anthony Doan pulls it down, he'll find Trip Palmer in the corner, lobs it up high to the top of the key. Now Weston Jones has it knocked away, but gets it to Anthony Doan, who misses the three. And San Juan gets the rebound and the putback from Trip Palmer. And Grand County brings it back into the front court. San Juan up by 5, 22-17. Anthony Doan trying to get that ball away, and now they battle. The Broncos are able to knock it up in the air. Anthony Doan actually goes up to get possession, and then he's fouled also in the process by number 30, J.T. Dowd, and that'll be his third. And so the Broncos complete the turnover and will have a chance to work it into the offensive end, and Grand County go into a 1-3-1 on the defense here. As the Broncos will walk it in, Anthony Doan finds Weston Jones. He's wide open in the corner and misses the three. And a whistle on the rebound. And it looks like it was just a rebound for Grand County. I'm not sure what the whistle was there. But the Red Devils work it back into the offensive end. San Juan up by 5, 22-17. And Lane Berry spins his way through the D, and he draws a foul as he comes through. He'll shoot a couple, and that's going to be on Keaton Ivins, his second for San Juan. San Juan now with 3 here in the second quarter. Grand County with a couple. And with 5:12 to go, and I'm sorry, that was Trace York who came through the defense there, and he makes the first of the 2 shots. So the junior has 5 points now for Grand County and pulls them back to within 4. Unless I'm wrong, they have not put that point up on the board. And now York makes the second. So I thought it was 22-19, but that's not the case. And now Trip Palmer goes over the top of Trace York and will be guilty, I think, of a foul unless they didn't call it. That ball goes out of bounds, and Easton Nielsen arguing that there should have been a foul on York underneath there, but no foul as the Broncos just turned the ball over. I've got 22-19, but I must have given someone a foul shot they didn't make. So we'll see if I can get that corrected at some point or if they correct the score on the clock, but we'll figure it out. Now Trace York finds an opening and goes right around the San Juan D to finish from the right side. He has 8, and he's pulled Grand County back to within 2 on the scoreboard, 22-21. Sorry, 22-20. And we've got a timeout on the floor now. Grand County is rallying to get close to San Juan. We'll take it ourselves, and we'll return to Grand County High School. It's San Juan 22, Grand County 20. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Back live to Grand County High School as we get back underway following a timeout. Grand County has rallied from down 6 in this game to get back to within a couple. It's 22-20 as San Juan has it in the offensive end after the timeout. Here's Weston Jones in the paint, dishing off to Justice Black. His shot was a little flat, and it comes down to Lane Berry. So the Red Devils can work it back in and have a chance to tie, and they give it to a man who can get it done, and he finishes from the left side off the glass, and the foul. So the Red Devils have tied the game. And now a chance to add to it. And I think Trace York must have missed a foul shot that I counted. And Lane Berry, meanwhile, does score. And the foul was on number 24 for San Juan, Justice Black. It's so tough. He's 34 on my roster, but see if I can figure this out. Trace York missed a foul shot. So now we've got the score right. Lane Berry gives Grand County the lead back. Weston Jones, meanwhile, misses a 3 for San Juan. Grand County running it the other way, and they miss a shot as well. Jason McKinney, but an offensive rebound for Grand County. And now scoring from 3 is Jason McKinney. And so I'm a little behind trying to make this happen, but that makes it 26-22, and San Juan back in the offensive end. And now they lose the basketball, and it's going to be a turnover as Grand County completes the steal. So all of a sudden, all the momentum swinging the way of the home team, and now throwing up an air ball from the right corner is Tatum Bisco. Broncos coming back the other way. Anthony Doan is able to save that from going out of bounds. Now spins away from Lane Berry and draws the foul on Berry as he goes up. And he can argue all he wants, but it was pretty obvious arm-to-arm contact, and Anthony Doan will go to the line. And this coming with just over 3 minutes to go in the first half, and the Broncos' lead of 6 points has not only evaporated, but now they're down by 4. So that is a 10-point swing, and now the Broncos finally back on the board here as Anthony Doan scores the first of 2 foul shots. So a 26-23 lead now for Grand County. Anthony Doan at the line for San Juan, misses the second, but it's rebounded by the Broncos, and Keaton Ivins can't get the putback, and now a whistle on this second rebound. And that's going to be the 3rd foul of the night on Keaton Ivins. So the Broncos now, and not only that, but Grand County goes into the bonus as well. So for the last 3 minutes of this first half, Grand County with the 26-23 lead is going to be shooting, and they'll start right now as Trace York is at the line. And he's got 7, make it 8 for Grand County. He's the second leading scorer in this game, behind only Lane Berry now. Wyatt Toney registered 3 fouls in the first quarter and 20 seconds, and so he's been on the bench for the majority of this second quarter. And he's got some guys who are picking up his slack as York has now scored 9. He hits both of those foul shots, and Grand County up by 5, 28-23. San Juan with it in the front court. Anthony Doan takes it, dribbles to the free throw line, hands back to R.J. Daly. You know they want to get Daly a long-range look, but they're guarding him pretty tight. Now Doan has it, dumps it out. Daly gets a little space, floats it up, and drains the 3. They gave him just enough room, and he makes him pay, and the Broncos are back to within 2. It's 28-26 Grand County. Lobbing it cross court is McKinney, and now Trace York has it, goes right through the D, and Trip Palmer had position for a long time. He takes the charge, and that'll be the second foul on Trace York. And the Broncos will get possession with 2:22 to go in the opening half, and trailing Grand County 28-26, looking to tie on this possession. San Juan led by as much as 6, and now a travel called on R.J. Daly as he was in between decisions when he received a pass at the top of the key. So that'll be a turnover back to Grand County, and the Broncos have turned the ball over 7 times in this first half now. Grand County has lost it 6 times. I don't have a steal for either team yet, but I don't know if I score those correctly. I think I probably favor turnovers rather than steals. But here are the Red Devils back in the offensive end, and thinking about the 3 in traffic was McKinney. Now they'll come to the near side. Bisco goes cross court, and now up off the glass too high, Jason McKinney, but he does draw the foul from Trip Palmer, and he'll go to the line. And let's see who, Trip Palmer, well, they've got that as his first. Sorry, I don't know if I said second, but the foul on Trip Palmer. And McKinney at the line drains the first of 2. So that's a 3-point lead once again for Grand County at 29-26. Second shot on the way for McKinney, right through. So it's a 30-26 lead. San Juan coming back into the offensive end with it. Brigham Nielsen thought about the 3, drives in, kicks out. Now they go to the left side. R.J. Daly misses the 3. It's rebounded by San Juan. Trip Palmer tried to save that from going out of bounds. But it's going to end up being a turnover on San Juan as that bounced to a Grand County player. And now Lane Berry puts up a shot, no good. R.J. Daly is getting knocked around under there. Finally, it goes out of bounds, and the Broncos will get it. I think that may have been a 3 that was off from Lane Berry. And the Broncos get the rebound out of bounds. And Anthony Doan will hand off to Weston Jones at midcourt as the Broncos work it into the front court. Now left side, R.J. Daly dribbling right, handing off to Anthony Doan. He'll try to go around the defense, spins his way underneath the bucket, gets the shot to fall, and the foul. Some good work by the Broncos senior out in front of the basket there, and he'll have an add one opportunity. This comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the first half that has been a lot of fun, and that's the first foul on Tatum Biscoe. Anthony Doan at the line for San Juan, unable to add the 1 point. So the Broncos have been cold to start the night from the free throw line. Not only that, but San Juan got their own rebound there, and unable to score was Brigham Nielsen. And now coming back the other way, Trace York scores for Grand County. So that was a big swing right there. It's a 4-point lead. The Broncos had every opportunity to tie the game. Now Brigham Nielsen will put up a three, no good. And rebounded by Grand County. And they'll work it in but lose it out of bounds. That'll be a turnover coming back to San Juan. And so the Broncos will work it in across the line. That is the 7th turnover now for Grand County in this first half. We're into the final 15 seconds of this first half. And the Broncos could pull to within one with a three, but it does look like they want to just possess and have the last shot here of the quarter. They get it to Trip Palmer in the left corner. He missed the three, but Weston Jones with a great follow-up in the lane. And the Broncos will be down by just 2 at the halftime break. That was some good tenacious play right there by San Juan as Palmer missed the three, but the Broncos rebounded their own shot, and Weston Jones got the putback. And it was about a 7-foot shot. So that'll do it for one half. It's Grand County here at home tonight, up 32-30 over the San Juan Broncos. We'll take a break and come back for halftime stats. Stay with us, High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Hi everyone, I'm Lieutenant John Young with the San Juan County Sheriff's Office. Our job is to protect and serve those who live in this great county we call home. Youth are a very important part of our communities. It is normal for children to become more independent and mature as they get older, but parental involvement drops by half between the 6th and 12th grade when our kids need us the most. To help stay involved and connected with your children, just ask the 5 W's. Where are you going? What are you doing? Who will you be with? When will you be home? And will there be drugs or alcohol? It's not being nosy, it's being a good parent. So come on, San Juan County, let's do this.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
Blue Mountain Hospital, we're thrilled to welcome Cade Lyman.
Back live to Grand County High School. It's halftime here with the Grand County Red Devils leading the San Juan Broncos 32-30. We're glad you've joined us tonight for High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. I'm Rhett Sifford here tonight, closing things out this evening. In the nightcap, we had the Monticello boys beat the Monument Valley boys earlier tonight, 57-27. You heard David Boyle and Vernon Hatch on the call in Monticello, and they are still on the airwaves tonight with the girls game going on there at the MHS gym tonight with the #1 ranked Monument Valley Lady Cougars, and that's over on StreamUtah.Live. So some of you may already have the two games going at the same time, but that's what's happening this evening. We're here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live with the Grand County and San Juan boys game, and we've got some halftime stats for you. Leading after one quarter was San Juan, 18-12, but Grand County rallied to score 20 points in the second quarter and storm into the lead. They did lead early on for pretty much the first half of the first quarter as well, but San Juan did rally to take the lead, and then Grand County took it back, and they do have just the 2-point lead at the halftime break. Shooting from the floor, and San Juan leading in that department, shooting 41%, 12 of 29 in the first half. Grand County 8 of 21 for 38%. From inside the arc, San Juan is leading 56% to 47. Broncos 10 of 18, while the Red Devils are 7 of 15. From three-point land, San Juan has the edge in that department as well. The Broncos 2 of 11 for 18%. Grand County 1 of 6 for 17%. From the free throw line, here's where Grand County is getting it done, and they had 19 foul shots in the first half. The Broncos had just 7. And so the Red Devils shooting 15 of 19 for 79%. San Juan 4 of 7 for 57%. So we kind of can see from the perspective of the Duchesne faithful who came into San Juan territory last weekend and talked about the disparity in foul shots between themselves and the hometown Red Devils. And we're seeing it through the first half here. And so not saying it's unfair, but just letting you know that the Red Devils have shot 12 more foul shots than San Juan in this game. As far as turnovers go, Grand County winning in that department in the first half. They had 7, while San Juan turned it over 8 times. I didn't have any block shots or steals in the first half. Individual scoring, and we'll start it off with Grand County. Lane Berry is leading the way with, it's Trace York with 11 points off the bench for the Red Devils. And then it's Lane Berry with 9. Wyatt Toney has 6, but he missed most of the first half when he registered his 3rd foul. Jason McKinney has 5 so far, and Tatum Bisco with 1. The three-point basket came from Jason McKinney. That's the lone three-pointer for Grand County. For San Juan, it is Keaton Ivins leading the way with 6 points through the first half. Weston Jones has 5, as does Anthony Doan. And also there's a third player with 5. Jagger Neves also has 5. So San Juan spreading the scoring around pretty well. Trip Palmer has 4. And R.J. Daly has the lone three-point basket. Jake Ivins has 2 points for San Juan. So we mentioned the Jake Ivins 3. Keaton Ivins also has 2. Those are free throws, excuse me. The other 3, it was only 2 of 11 for San Juan. So the other 3 is to Weston Jones. So that is a look at the first half stats. We're going to take a break, and we'll return to Grand County High School in just a moment. We might have an opportunity to look at some scores around the area. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In the scope of a lifetime, 10 minutes may seem like no time at all. But when it comes to suicide, 10 minutes is often long enough to reconsider the decision to end one's own life. If you have a friend or family member who is struggling with suicide or depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their firearms away from their home, because even a 10-minute delay can make a lifetime of difference. Let's help end tragic firearm deaths in Utah.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Back live to Grand County High School. It's high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Just coming out of the halftime period here tonight at Grand County High School in Moab, where the hometown Red Devils lead the visiting San Juan Broncos 32-30. Just a quick look at some scores and what's going on around the area. Only two have been reported, and we've already reported the 57-27 win for Monticello boys over Monument Valley that you saw on or heard and saw on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. The only other score that's final right now, or that we're even getting an update on, is the Montezuma Cortez girls losing at Centauri tonight, 56-45. And I know the boys are in action over there right now, so that's one other game going on tonight. We'll just go right down the list. The Dove Creek boys and girls are hosting Uray. The Mancus boys and girls are at Telluride tonight. The Nucla boys and girls at Dolores in another matchup between local teams this evening. And I think that handles it as far as the basketball is concerned. And right off the hop here to start the second half, Grand County scores and a foul. And this will be the fourth foul on Keaton Ivins. And scoring is J.T. Dowd, his first points of the night. And he will now go to the line to attempt to complete a three-point play. And he's unable, but Lane Berry is under there for the rebound, and it looks like he draws another San Juan foul. So it works out for the Red Devils. And that will be Jake Ivins' fourth. And so already San Juan in foul trouble. And we mentioned the 19 foul shots for Grand County in the first half to just 7 for San Juan. So Grand County with possession inbounds the basketball, and Wyatt Toney is back in the game, as he already has 3 fouls as well. One of the Grand County players who maybe is in a little bit of trouble that way, but here's a 3 on the way, no good from McKinney. The rebound is out of bounds on the baseline in favor of San Juan. And so the Broncos get their 16th rebound of this game. Unofficially, my stats are always unofficial. Here are the Broncos in the offensive end. And now Anthony Doan hands off to Jagger Neves. He pulls up right of the lane and misses the shot off the glass. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound, I think, to Trip Palmer. So Neves unable to score. And you just sense a slow start out of the gate here for San Juan in the second half. And Trip Palmer guilty of his second of the night, and that's now the third on San Juan, as Grand County has it back in the offensive end. No fouls on the hometown team yet in this third quarter. Here's Lane Berry going to the bucket against Trip Palmer and finishes from the right side off the glass. Berry leads all scoring with 11 points, and it's a 6-point lead for the Red Devils. Brigham Nielsen is tripped as he goes around J.T. Dowd, and they will properly call his fourth foul of the night now. So that's 4 on Dowd. And Trace York is going to have to come back into the game once again. And I'm guessing we won't see Dowd a whole lot for the remainder of the game. So San Juan inbounding in the front court. Jagger Neves has it on the left wing. A fresh 35 for the Broncos. Up top, straightaway 3. Good for R.J. Daly, He has 6. And that pulls San Juan back to within 3. Their first points of the second half. And it comes 90 seconds into the half. As the Red Devils work it back inside, but it's stolen away by Trip Palmer. So the Broncos get the first steal of the game. And here comes San Juan into the offensive end. Trip Palmer pulls up from 10 feet, no good. From the right side, rebounded by Grand County. And the Red Devils work it in. Lane Berry can't score. The ball's batted around out of bounds. Off Berry, apparently. And San Juan basketball. And the crowd here not happy about that. But San Juan takes it nonetheless, works it in. Jagger Neves thought about the left wing 3. Drives inside. Can't score, but Trip Palmer right there to get the rebound and clean it up. So the Broncos back to within 1 point on that nice follow-up bucket from Trip Palmer. Now Grand County with it in the offensive end. Here's a 3 for Wyatt Toney that drops. And the lead is 4 for the Red Devils, 39-35. San Juan quickly in the front court with the basketball. Now Wyatt Toney steals it away but loses the ball on the dribble down court. And that'll give it back to San Juan. So turnovers for both teams there. And the Broncos will work it back in. Anthony Doan on the dribble. Now pulls up, raises over his head. Trip Palmer had a shot blocked, but he follows it up. I thought he came up and down, but they don't call it. So it's a blocked shot by Grand County there, and Trip Palmer with 2 efforts. And, well, that was an interesting play, and they allow Palmer his own follow-up, and he's got 8 points now. That leads San Juan scoring in this game. How about Trip Palmer off the bench? And now Grand County has it set up. Here's a 3 from the left side for McKinney. No good, but right there for the rebound and the putback is Trace York. And Grand County leads 41-37. Here's a shot on the way, I think from Jagger Neves. He goes tumbling, as does Trace York. And do they call a foul? No, I don't know if that was just a travel on San Juan, it looks like. No, it is a foul on Jagger Neves, his first. And so San Juan with 4 in the third quarter now, and Grand County with just 1. Wyatt Toney has it for the Red Devils. Gets it back. Now inside they go. Kick it back out. Quick passing by the Red Devils here. On the right wing, now down into the corner. Lane Berry 3, rims off. Rebounded by Grand County, though. To the hole, not able to score is Trace York. And I think they're going to call him for over the back. Let's see what they call here. It looks like maybe it just went out of bounds in favor of San Juan. And 4:14 to go in the third quarter. No foul on the board on that play. So I guess the Broncos get the dead ball rebound, and now Anthony Doan walks it across for the Broncos. Tries to back in on Wyatt Toney, but almost had it stole away. San Juan keeps it. Here's Trip Palmer on the baseline working on Lane Berry. Too much power on the shot, and it's pulled down by the Red Devils. And they will set it up, but now the ball tipped away from Wyatt Toney in the corner out of bounds. And Grand County will reset on the far sideline. And Lane Berry takes the pass, just walks the baseline, and finishes from the left side, no problem. And it is a 6-point lead once again for the Red Devils, 43-37. Broncos have it in the offensive end. Anthony Doan going around Wyatt Toney to the baseline. Pulls it back, hands off to Trip Palmer. It was knocked away from him. Now Doan to the hole. Misses the finger roll, but he does draw the foul. This is going to be the 4th on Wyatt Toney. And so the Broncos do some damage in the way that they get Wyatt Toney to 4 fouls here. So that's going to pull out the Grand County senior once again, I'm assuming, until probably midway through the fourth quarter or so. So the Broncos, if they want to get back in this game, need to take advantage now with one of Grand County's best players out with 4 fouls. Meanwhile, Anthony Doan does score on the front end here, makes it 43-38. Second shot on the way, bounces off, and rebounded by Grand County. The Red Devils will pass it across. Now Lane Berry for 3, drained it. Lane Berry up to 16 points in this game, and it's 46-38. Anthony Doan to the baseline, banks it in from the right side into the net. And that keeps San Juan within 6. It's 46-40. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lane Berry lost the basketball, tried to steal it back, but the Broncos will keep it here. And they'll work it in. Trip Palmer with the fade from in the lane. And he pulls the Broncos back to within 4, 46-42. And now Grand County with it back in the offensive end. Down into the corner, Lane Berry hands off to Jason McKinney. McKinney, it just opens up for him, and he misses the 19-footer. And it's rebounded by San Juan. The Broncos run it up, and now stepping in to knock the ball away is Jason McKinney. And it goes out of bounds right into the San Juan players bench here. And I think they're just going to say that it was knocked out of bounds, no foul on the play. So San Juan basketball, they inbound in the front court. Jagger Neves with it at the top of the key. Dribbling with the left hand, raises up, protects the basketball, hands it back to Anthony Doan. He'll hand off to Weston Jones, dribbling left across the top of the key. Now left wing 3 on the way from Jagger Neves, no good. And rebounded by Grand County. Now the Red Devils going to try to drain a 3 of their own, and they do. As Trace York hits from the right wing, he also has 16 points. And it's 49-42, a 7-point lead. And a foul, I believe, coming to Grand County here. And they're going to call number 5 with it here, but oh yeah, he is out on the floor. Jackson Carroll's first, far as I'm aware, and the third for the Red Devils here in the half. Sorry, I should say in the third quarter. Anthony Doan is at the line. It's a shooting foul, and Doan makes the first, so he has 9 for San Juan, and the Broncos pull back to within 6. 49-43 is the score. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. And here's the second shot from Doan. It's good. And now Coach Nielsen is going to call a timeout for San Juan. It's Grand County 49, San Juan 44 in Moab. We're glad you've joined us. We'll take a quick break and return to Grand County High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. And StreamUtah.Live. And with 1:59 left in the third quarter, it's the hometown Red Devils leading the visiting San Juan Broncos 49-44. And it'll be Red Devils basketball out of this San Juan timeout, and we are back to action. Here's McKinney walking it across for the Red Devils. Goes right side for Bisco. Bisco back up top once again to Jackson Carroll. Bisco and Carroll just working a give and go here. Right wing to the top of the key. Now inside, they finally find a man. He'll kick it to the left corner. 3 on the way, bounces off. The putback is no good. And now underneath, they continue to battle, finally scoring. And a foul is Trace York. Wow. Some major efforts there. Who took the shot out of the corner? Looks like that was number 35, Colin McFarland. And a couple offensive rebounds that time for Grand County. And Trace York is at the line for Grand. And guess what? McFarland will come off immediately, so he served his purpose. And it's Grand County 51, San Juan 44 after that series. The foul is the second to Justice Black. And Trace York completes the three-point play. So it's an 8-point lead, and now Jagger Neves' shot from in the middle is short. Rebounded by Grand County, and the Red Devils work it back in. Here's York bouncing right through the D, and he finishes from the right side. And the Grand County junior has 21. The lead is 10, 54-44. With 1:14 left in the third quarter, we get a timeout. We'll take it ourselves and return to Grand County High School. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Men can take a hit. We can tough it out. We're told to suck it up a lot more than we're asked to talk it out. But the truth is, the only way to tackle what's up here is by talking it out. To simply say what we're feeling. With friends, family, or the Utah Crisis Hotline. Put this number in your contacts right now. And if you're ever wondering if you have someone to talk to, you do. 24/7.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Back live to Grand County High School in Moab. We're back underway, and the Red Devils almost score. San Juan missed an opportunity at the other end as the teams start to run the floor here now. And we'll try to straighten it up here. Now the Broncos thinking about a three. Jagger Neves drives to the baseline, kicks it inside. Jayton Knight hits the bucket and a foul. And Jayton Knight is the man who missed the three, and that sent Grand County down the other way. But Jayton Knight now scores and has an add one opportunity, and this is huge with the Broncos now back to within 8. But defensive rebounds for both teams. And now Jayton Knight adds the one. So off the bench, he now has 3 points. The Broncos back to within 7, 54-47. And I missed the foul that time. I don't know who that was on, so I'll have to figure that out. But that's 4 for Grand County here in this quarter, and now drawing a San Juan foul as he drove baseline was Trace York. And that will be the second on Anthony Doan tonight. And the Broncos 6th in the third quarter. So the Red Devils are in the bonus. We're down just to half a minute to go in this quarter, though. And Trace York makes the first of the two. The Red Devils have had way more opportunities from the line tonight than San Juan. I can give you the official stat here in a moment, maybe even after the third quarter. Second shot from York is no good. And now what a great play by Grand County as Jackson Carroll sailed in past the lackadaisical box out of San Juan, and he threw it off Keaton Ivins back out of bounds. So they get their own rebound. And Grand County a chance at a three-point play here. Lane Berry goes to the hole. Can't get the finger roll, though. And it's rebounded by San Juan. So the Broncos don't suffer any more damage. Now their shot is no good from Anthony Doan, and it'll go out of bounds on the far side. So neither team can score. And now we're going to go back the other way for Grand County. And the Red Devils will walk it up. And it's McKinney handing off. Now out of the corner, Lane Berry misses the three, and he's been very cold from that range tonight. The Broncos rebound, and Anthony Doan throws up a shot at the buzzer. He's a little incredulous. His team didn't help him out, let him know how much time was left. And the Broncos find themselves down by 8. As we head into the final frame, it's Grand County 55, San Juan 47 in the battle between the number 9 and 12 teams in 2A Utah boys basketball. We'll take a break and return for the start of the fourth quarter. Live from Moab, it's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Back live to Grand County High School in Moab as we get set for the start of the fourth quarter, and it's the hometown Grand County Red Devils on top of the visiting San Juan Broncos 55-47. I haven't mentioned this tonight, but it is a Region 15 showdown, and the Broncos turn the ball over on their first possession of the fourth quarter, but actually they get it back, so never mind about that. And now a walk on R.J. Daly, so that will be a turnover. And that'll go back to Grand County. So not the way the Broncos wanted to start the fourth period. I mentioned the foul shooting tonight, and Grand County indeed has twice as many opportunities as San Juan tonight. They've shot 23, while San Juan has only shot 12. So it's actually a little bit more, well, actually I guess a little under twice as much, but it's been quite a disparity. And now we get a foul on San Juan right off the hop here. And that'll be the fifth from Jake Ivins. It's really tough. He comes back in early in the fourth quarter after having 4 fouls and immediately fouls out of the ball game. So it'll be Jagger Neves coming in for San Juan. And Jake Ivins leaves the game, fouls out of the game, I should say, with 2 points for the Broncos. So that'll be a player who's missed. And now shooting out of the corner, Wyatt Toney hits the side of the glass, and it goes out of bounds. So that'll give it back to San Juan on the inbound shot. Didn't pan out how Wyatt Toney drew that one up. And the Broncos have it in the front court. Down by 8, 55-47. Neither team has scored in this fourth quarter yet. Here's Jagger Neves spinning on Wyatt Toney. Can't make the shot, but the Broncos track down the rebound, and now they've got it in the offensive end. There's a 3 on the way out of the corner. Is good for Trip Palmer. So the offensive rebound was huge, and San Juan is able to decrease the deficit a little bit, but answering right back is Jason McKinney for Grand County. San Juan was within 5 momentarily, and now R.J. Daly drains a 3 out of the left corner. So the lead is back to 4, 57-53 as the teams trade baskets here. McKinney bounces it into Lane Berry. Berry goes to the hole on Trip Palmer, but can't get a weird reverse shot try from in front. Now Anthony Doan gets open at the bucket and banks it in off the glass. And suddenly the Broncos are back to within 2, 57-55. That was a early fourth quarter rally, and now San Juan steals the ball away. And they'll run it down. R.J. Daly from the left corner. The 3 is no good, and that slows down the rally a little bit. And the Red Devils will take their time to walk it up this time as Lane Berry brings it across. Hands off to Jason McKinney. Under 6 minutes to go in what has been an outstanding game and now promises to be an outstanding finish as we're back to within a 2-point game here. The Broncos were down by 8 to start the fourth, but have rallied to within 2. Here's Lane Berry pulling up from inside the free throw line. Missing the jumper, but the Broncos knock the rebound away from each other. Trace York scores and a foul. So the Broncos mishandle the rebound there, and now the Red Devils will have an opportunity at a three-point play, now up 59-55. And it'll be Trace York with an opportunity at 3 points. He is leading all scoring with an impressive 24-point night so far. And this has all come off the bench for the Grand County junior. And I guess now they've given a foul to Keaton Ivins, but that is incorrect. It should be to Jagger Neves, his second. And all the San Juan folks are pointing out that Keaton Ivins is sitting on the bench. So that's the second on Jagger Neves. And they're going to still try to get this corrected on the scoreboard here, I think. They've still got the foul up on Keaton Ivins. Now I think they have figured out how to take it away. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just have to be correct in the scoreboard, or scorebook, I should say. Once they put it up on that scoreboard, they might not be able to change it. And here's the shot, no good from Trace York, but again, Grand County out-rebounding San Juan. So York can't complete the three-point play, and the Broncos do finally get this second rebound, and in they come, and there's a shoulder thrown, and that will be a foul on Grand County, and that was pretty obvious. And a lot of boos in here, but JT Dowd is going to foul out of the game with a fairly obvious foul. He shoulder checked a San Juan player as he came through. So it was a good hit, but in basketball it doesn't work. So JT Dowd is out of the game with 2 points for Grand. He was the one who had missed that shot right before San Juan came down. And now the Broncos score. Jagger Neves. And Grand County coming back the other way, putting up a three, no good. And that was McKinney, and now San Juan coming the other way. Jagger Neves goes down. And it's going to be a foul on Grand, it looks like, and you can tell by the Boo Birds that's the call. It'll be against Jason McKinney. I've got that as his first. That's his second, so he's the foul I missed in the third quarter. But that is kind of inconsequential at this point. Jason McKinney guilty of the foul, and now Jagger Neves will go to the line for San Juan. Both teams with 2 fouls here in the fourth quarter. And we've got just 5 minutes, 3 seconds to go in what has turned into an outstanding game here tonight. It's 59-57 for Grand, so the Broncos could tie the game from the line here. Jagger Neves is shooting. And the first shot bounces off. So San Juan, who have been fairly cold from the free throw line tonight, continue as, well, they are 62% now, 8 of 13. But with the minimal opportunities they're getting, they need to make the most of these opportunities. Neves does make the second. So he has 8 points for the Broncos, who are now within one, 59-58. This is close as the game has been since the, I believe, second quarter, late in the second quarter. And now Jason McKinney has it for Grand County, goes down into the right corner. Back and forth, these two players working it. Tatum Bisco and Jason McKinney, and now they find Wyatt Toney under the bucket. He can't score, but R.J. Daly bats the rebound right back to him, and he does get the putback. So Toney missed once, but scored. And now San Juan has it in the front court. Anthony Doan straight away for the Broncos. To Jayton Knight, right wing three, bounces off. Rebounded by Grand County, and they'll run it up. And Lane Berry has it, and now a foul against Jagger Neves. And let's see, Jagger Neves' third foul, 4:10 to go in this ball game. 61-58 for Grand County in what promises to be a tense finish here tonight. And 3 fouls for San Juan in the quarter now. So 2 more and Grand will be in the bonus. The Red Devils have 2. Here's Trace York battling his way to the bucket, knocks down Jayton Knight on the way through. They let play continue, and York scores. He's got 26. Now Jagger Neves just pulls up from 4 feet and drains the jumper. And Jayton Knight thinking he should have got the charge called, but the Broncos have pulled back to within 3. Now we get a timeout with 3:48 to go in this ball game, and we'll take a quick one ourselves. Come back to Grand County High School. Stay with us. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
On 63-60. The San Juan Broncos battling players, coaches, and at times officials here tonight, and still find themselves within 3. Grand County has been to the free throw line tonight for 24 shots. San Juan just 14. The Red Devils apparently, I guess it was their possession out of that timeout. Now McKinney pulls up and hits the fade from in the middle of the paint. He has 9 points, and it's a 5-point lead for Grand, 65-60. Anthony Doan up top for R.J. Daly, missed the 3, and rebounded by Grand. Here come the Red Devils. Lane Berry will pull up and misses the 3. Boy, they battle underneath. They're just letting them go under there when they're on the Grand side. Now R.J. Daly can't score. No foul apparently, or yes, there will be. I mean, seriously. And of course the Boo Birds are out, but at some point it has to be called. And now R.J. Daly will go to the line for the Broncos. 3:09 still left in this game. It's a 65-60 lead for Grand County. And San Juan, R.J. Daly makes the first of the 2 foul shots here. He's got 10 points for the Broncos, who are back to within 4, 65-61. Again, 3:09 left in the game now. R.J. Daly, one more shot here. And it's right through. So Daly makes no mistakes, and the Broncos are back to within 3. It's 65-62 for Grand County. And now the Broncos steal the ball away at midcourt, and Anthony Doan has it in the front court. Hands off to R.J. Daly. The Broncos could tie the game with a 3 here. Doan dribbles across the top of the key. Here comes the 3 from Daly. May have been partially blocked, and they'll send Wyatt Toney out ahead. He scores, and the foul. And the lead is 67-62 with 2:44 to go. Wyatt Toney a chance at a 3-point play. It's the first foul of the night on Jayton Knight. And the Broncos 4th in the 4th quarter. So from here on out, Grand County will be shooting foul shots, barring an offensive foul on San Juan. And Wyatt Toney does complete the 3-point play. It's a 6-point lead. 68-62. Jayton Knight from the left corner, no good for 3. Rebounded by Grand County. And with the 6-point lead, they can take their time. Jagger Neves steps in to force Toney, though. He walks right through the middle, no call, missed the shot. Rebounded by San Juan, and now it's knocked away at midcourt by Tatum Bisco. Out of bounds, it'll be San Juan basketball still. And the shot clock was still running and finally now has stopped. So 3 seconds ticked off the shot clock there before it was stopped as well. And now San Juan with it in the offensive end. Jagger Neves hands off to Weston Jones, drives through the paint. Off the glass, no good with the shot, but the Broncos get their own rebound. Anthony Doan 3 is good from straight away. And the Broncos are back to within 3. And another offensive board for San Juan, leading to points. And these two teams have rebounded the ball tonight. 34 to Grand, 32 to San Juan. There's a shot no good from McKinney, and the Broncos get the rebound. And so they work it back into their front court. Anthony Doan spins away from the D, dishes it back out to Jagger Neves. Down to 95 seconds to go. The Grand County Red Devils lead the San Juan Broncos by 3. R.J. Daly can't score. Gets his own rebound, though, and draws a shooting foul. And this will be on Trace York, his third. And to the line, R.J. Daly can make this a one-point game if he can hit both foul shots. What a game this is tonight. Exactly what we expected between these two local rivals. Daly can't make the first of the two foul shots. So it remains a three-point game, 68-65. 89 seconds showing on the clock. Second shot from Daly bounces off as well. So Grand County suffers no damage. It remains 68-65, a minute 20 to go now in the game. And Coach Bird is going to call a timeout with 1:19 left, and his Grand County Red Devils leading the San Juan Broncos 68-65. We'll take a break as well and return for the finish here in Moab tonight. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Mom?
Dad, sometimes I'm gonna be a little impulsive.
I mean, I'm a teenager.
Not to freak you out or anything,
but the leading cause of death in Utah for teens
is suicide.
So help us out here.
Because
we may be impulsive,
but we want to live.
Almost all the time.
But in case there are times when we forget that,
keep your guns and ammo locked up safely.
Because doing this little thing
can make a big difference.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
92 and StreamUtah.Live. This should take us to the finish, down to a minute 15 to go in this game. Grand County leading San Juan 68-65 out of the timeout. Grand County has possession in the offensive end. And they'll go underneath to who else? Lane Berry, and he rolls it in off the glass from the left side. It's a 5-point lead, so the Broncos have got to go to work, down to now just 50 seconds remaining. Weston Jones in the paint, running right, shooting left. The shot is no good. It's rebounded by Grand County. The Broncos not pressing. And Grand will work it in. San Juan's going to have to foul here pretty soon, I would think. Here is Lane Berry with the basketball. Bounces it to Wyatt Toney. He comes through the paint. He's fouled as he shoots. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple. Anthony Doan is the guilty party. Easton Nielsen arguing for a charge. The Broncos really haven't gotten the calls all night here tonight. And we'll talk about the foul shot statistics after the game. I've already talked about it a couple times, but here's Wyatt Toney at the line once again for Grand County, and the first shot rolls off. So that is not a nail in the coffin just yet. It's still a 5-point game. Broncos would need they'd need a couple three-point baskets to win right now. My guess is it's going to be to tie right here. Yes, Wyatt Toney does drain the second. That was expected. And now it looks like San Juan wants to bring Jayton Knight into the game to replace Weston Jones. So before they inbound, they'll do that. But the Broncos now right down with their backs to the wire. Down to 32 seconds to go in this contest as Grand County trying to hang on for the win. They're up by 6, 71-65. San Juan gets it in. Across the line now, Jagger Neves Drives through the paint, and he's fouled as he goes up. And he will go to the line. So the Broncos can get it done from the line here. And the foul is on Jackson Carroll, just his second. Both teams are in the bonus now, but I don't think it's really going to matter. Only 27 seconds left in the game. San Juan is down by 6. So they not only need Jagger Neves to make both of these foul shots, which he does make the first. After that, I think they're going to have to foul immediately and then hope for misses from Grand County. Neves at the line will shoot again. Of course, he could miss right here, and the Broncos, if they could get an immediate putback, would be within 3. The shot is off and rebounded by Trip Palmer. He puts up a shot, no good. And San Juan gets another rebound. Doan out to Daly, misses the 3. And now Grand County with the rebound, but I think a foul against the Red Devils here. Let's see, boy, that was a lot of activity there. Daly missed the 3. Trip Palmer missed a shot. The Broncos just kept getting offensive boards but could not score. I think there were 3 offensive boards there. And now it's Jagger Neves at the line, and he makes the first. And so that makes it a 71-67 game, but again, now only 17 seconds, or 16 seconds, I should say, left in the game. Neves makes both foul shots, so it'll be a San Juan timeout with 16 seconds to go. And the Broncos down by 3. So what do you do here if you're the Broncos? Obviously, Grand County is going to be trying to keep the ball away from San Juan, and the shot clock will be off. So if Grand County can possess the basketball and keep it away from San Juan, they'll win the game. The Broncos are going to be trying to steal it or intercept the inbound play and create a turnover, and if not, they're going to have to foul almost immediately and then hope that Grand County can't make either of their shots. And only then would they have a chance to even just tie the ball game. But it's definitely dire for San Juan, and they need it all to go their way right here in the final 16 seconds of this game. For Grand County, they're trying to close out their 7th win in 8 games. And winding into the last couple weeks now of the regular season. This is obviously a Region 15 showdown between these two teams and a local rivalry showdown, and it has lived up to the billing tonight. It has been a fun one and has been close the entire game. The two teams have led. They've traded the lead. Grand County has led for the majority, but the lead has only been up to 8 at its largest for either team. Grand County inbounds successfully. San Juan does reach in to foul. Anthony Doan will be the guilty party. He now has 4. Let's see if they do officially give him the foul. It's going to make a difference here. Meanwhile, it's a timeout. Maybe it was not a foul. I don't know. Maybe they called a timeout. So I'm not sure entirely about that. They haven't put a foul up on Anthony Doan. He still has 3. So never mind about that. I will erase that from my iPad, or try to. And so Doan not guilty of the foul. And we've just got 13 and a half seconds to go. So it looks like it was just a timeout called by Coach Bird of Grand County. And now the Red Devils will inbound once again, and the Broncos desperately looking to intercept here. Shot clock is off. 13 and a half seconds is all that remains. Lane Berry, quarterback, passes it all the way down court. Jayton Knight will step in and foul Trace York. And Trace York has been lights out from the free throw line tonight and has had tons of opportunities, obviously. And the Broncos are hoping for a miracle right here that he won't make either of these two foul shots. If he makes either, I'm going to say it's out of reach for San Juan. And he does drain the first. So Trace York, who's been outstanding tonight, leads all scorers with 27 points and appropriately is at the line, in essence, to finish the game here. He has Grand County up by 4 now. He'll try to make it 5, and he does. Hits both foul shots. Now the Broncos need a couple miracle threes. Jagger Neves pulls up from straight away and misses everything, and it'll be Grand County basketball. And all they've got to do is hang on to the ball for 6 seconds, and San Juan almost intercepts the inbound pass, but the Red Devils keep it, and now the Broncos aren't going to foul. That'll be it. And the crowd storms the court. The student section rushes the floor. And what a win for Grand County in a big local rivalry matchup here tonight. And these two teams left it all on the floor tonight. And it was an exciting game from start to finish. And the Grand County Red Devils win the first meeting on home court. These two teams will meet again in the final game of the regular season on February 9th in Blanding. So that is going to be a lot of fun. This one was a lot of fun. A 73-68 final in favor of the Red Devils here tonight. We'll take a break and return for final game stats. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Hello, my name is David Palmer, and I am the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Blanding.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Stubbs. As a recently elected San Juan County Commissioner,
We are so excited to collaborate with SJC-PAC Coalition and San Juan Counseling to bring parents-empowered messaging to our beautiful Wellness Center pool area.
Parents Empowered is a Utah campaign designed to help parents understand the power they have in reducing the risk of underage drinking.
Survey data tells us that youth perception of risk in San Juan County in all grades went from 83.6% in 2019 to 68.3% in 2021. This means our kids don't understand the damage that alcohol and other drugs can cause on their developing brains.
Did you know that Utah teens reported that parental disapproval is the #1 reason they choose not to drink?
Never assume your children know what your rules, expectations, and attitudes are. Write them down and discuss them with your kids so they understand the reasons behind them.
Bonding is essential to preventing underage drinking. Children are less likely to drink when the parents are involved in their lives and when children and the parents feel close to one another.
Together, we can help build a stronger San Juan County.
Let's do this!
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
In the scope of a lifetime, 10 minutes may seem like no time at all. But when it comes to suicide, 10 minutes is often long enough to reconsider the decision to end one's own life. If you have a friend or family member who is struggling with suicide or depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their firearms away from their home, because even a 10-minute delay can make a lifetime of difference. Let's help end tragic firearm deaths in Utah.
Back live to Grand County High School, and we open the post-game show on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live as the Grand County Red Devils win it tonight. And I'm having a little trouble with the iPad here, not letting me see the stats. It's kind of fritzing out a little bit. This is an old iPad, so we got to give it a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, but it's going to take me just a minute here to compute these final stats. I had them up and waiting, but They disappeared on me, so we'll get to it here in a little bit, but it's a 73-68 final, I believe, here tonight. They've taken it off the scoreboard very quickly as well. Yes, 73-68. Stand by here, folks. Oh, my goodness. So that made it disappear again, I think. Yeah, there we go. All right, folks, we'll do our best here trying to scramble, and yeah, it's just when I try to look at these, they disappear. So let's see. We'll just go score by period here real quick, and San Juan led after one quarter 18-12, but Grand County scored 20 in the second quarter to take a 1-point lead at the break, and then they outscore San Juan 23-17 in the third. The Broncos did rally to outscore the hometown squad 21-18 in the fourth frame, but it was not enough. And Grand County hangs on for the 73-68 win. And let's see, it was San Juan's shooting fell off in the second half. They were, I believe, 41% from the floor in the first half, and Grand County was 38% or around those two marks, and the two teams traded places. Grand County ends the night 24 of 57 for 42% from the floor. San Juan was 24 of 64 for 38%. 3-point baskets, San Juan 6 of 25 for 24%. And Grand County 4 of 17 for also 24%. But, and San Juan came on, I guess, to shoot more free throws in that fourth quarter. It was a pretty big disparity heading into the fourth quarter. Grand County had shot twice as many as did San Juan. But the Broncos not as strong as Grand County from the free throw line tonight. Grand was 21 of 29 for 72%, right where you want to be, basically. And San Juan was just 14 of 22 for 64%. So in my opinion, right there is probably where the game was won and lost from the free throw line, and that happens so often. But really in the rebounding as well. And I had both teams for 37 rebounds, but it seemed like Grand County did better in the offensive side and was able to create more opportunities. They did have 14 offensive rebounds to San Juan's 9. I'm sorry, it's the opposite. Grand County had the 9 rebounds offensively and San Juan 14. But again, these are unofficial stats, and so I'm not sure. It just seemed like Grand was able to create more putback opportunities than San Juan was. And obviously the size of Lane Berry inside was a big factor tonight for Grand County. And Trace York came on off the bench to have an outstanding night. He led all scorers with 28 points tonight and really led this Grand County team when Wyatt Toney was out most of the game with 3 fouls. And so Trace York, obviously the player of the game tonight, the leading scorer, 28 points for him. And he did have one of the 3-point baskets for the Red Devils. Lane Berry had 18 points. Wyatt Toney with 15. 9 for Jason McKinney. And it was a 2-point night for J.T. Dowd and 1 for Tatum Biscoe. 4 3-point baskets for Grand County, 1 each for McKinney, Toney, York, and Berry. For San Juan, it was Anthony Doan leading the way. The team's leading scorer had 15 tonight. Jagger Neves came off the bench to score 13 for San Juan. R.J. Daly had an 11-point night. I'm sorry, I missed Trip Palmer. I knew he was in there somewhere. And so both Jagger Neves and Trip Palmer coming off the bench for 13 points apiece. So that's 26 of San Juan's 68 that came from the bench tonight. Pretty impressive for San Juan. Then it was R.J. Daly with 11 points. Keaton Ivins had 6. Weston Jones had 5 tonight for San Juan off the bench. And Jayton Knight had 3. So that's actually 33 points of San Juan's offense came off the bench tonight. Pretty good night for the bench players for San Juan. And let's see, the 3-point baskets, there were 6 for the Broncos. And it was 3 of them for R.J. Dowley, not surprising. He's their best long-range shooter. And then 1 each for Weston Jones and Anthony Doan. So the Broncos fall to Grand County tonight, 73-68. As I mentioned previously, it was the first matchup between these two teams this year. They will close out their respective regular seasons on February 9th, and what will be a highly anticipated matchup between these local rivals in Blanding on February 9th. And so we look forward to that. But obviously both of these teams have a lot of action still in store before they get to that point, as we're really into the depth of the region schedule now. It looks like San Juan will not play again until next Friday. They'll come back home to host North Sevier and Gunnison Valley on Friday and Saturday. So those will be our next San Juan broadcasts here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We've got a full weekend coming up next week. We're going to have, I believe, 3 games, maybe 4 games on the radio and streaming video for you next weekend, as we've got the Battle of the Drum going on down in between Monument Valley and Whitehorse, both those teams. And I can't remember, I think Monticello may be hosting Pinnacle. I'm not sure that weekend. And then San Juan, of course, the boys will be hosting North Sevier and Gunnison Valley. And so a lot of basketball next week coming up as well, but this is our last one for this weekend. Surprisingly, nobody else is playing this weekend. It's a very light day tomorrow, and that's kind of rare, but that's what's going on. This concludes it for this week. And for Grand County, they're going to move on, and next weekend they'll take on the same 2 teams, North Sevier and Gunnison Valley, and that'll be Friday and Saturday matchups. So those 2 teams, and actually I could be wrong here. It looks like maybe San Juan is playing North Sevier on Thursday apparently next week. Let me check this to make sure. Yeah, the Broncos playing North Sevier on Thursday, so it's a Thursday-Friday matchup next week for the San Juan boys, and then Grand County will play the same 2 teams Friday and Saturday. So that's how it's going to go, and that's a little bit strange as well. But before we get to that, Monticello has a showdown, a local showdown between themselves and Dove Creek. So that's going to be a pretty good matchup on Tuesday, and we'll have those 2 games on the air for you on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. I believe that's going to be a 5:30 and 7 o'clock tip in those 2 games. And again, that's going to be in Monticello as the Dove Creek boys and girls come into Monticello to take on the Buckaroos. So it's a 73-68 final for Grand County tonight. The Red Devils move to 500 with the win, 9-9. The Broncos fall to 7-11. Coming into this game, it was Grand County number 9 in the state in 2A basketball, San Juan 12th. And my guess is those might have a little bit of a tweak after tonight, and we'll see after the dust settles where everybody stands next week. That'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to all the listeners and the viewers tonight. And thanks to all the sponsors for making the broadcast possible. We could not do it without you. We will hit you up one final time by name during the close here in just a moment. Thanks to Caleb Carr and Cortland Lyman on the Stream Utah side tonight, making it happen video-wise. And we couldn't do such a nice video broadcast without you guys either. So thank you guys very much for all your hard work all season long. All right, that'll do it until Tuesday when Monticello boys and girls host Dove Creek. We'll see you then, but Rhett Sifford saying so long from the Grand County High School gym in Moab. Have a great rest of your weekend, high school sports fans.
High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Car Shop Auto Body, Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, Red Mechanical, San Juan Building Supply, Flights Gymnastics, Northern Electric, Emory Telcom, Napa Motor Parts, Creative Floors, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, Lee Contracting, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Holiday Construction, San Juan Pharmacy, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Red's Ace Hardware, Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven stores, Blue Mountain Hospital, Furniture Gallery, Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, San Juan Counseling, Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, San Juan Mortuary, Four Corners Homes, Utah Navajo Health System, Main Street Drug, San Juan Credit Union, Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage, and Innovation Medical Group. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.